Hey there guys, what is going on? Sai here and welcome back yet again to another Gran Turismo 7 setup video for the channel. Today guys, we've got something pretty wild in the making. This is the Honda Beat, but it's not just any old regular Honda Beat. As you guys can see looking at the stats below, this is the engine swapped K20 Honda Beat. And honestly guys, this thing is absolutely ridiculous. It will do over 220 miles an hour in that little K chassis. The torque, the power, and everything is honestly way too much for this car. And yeah, even with a setup, I've been working, I don't know, like 3-4 hours on this setup. It's not perfect by all means, and I don't think this car will ever be perfect, but at least it is somewhat drivable. And yeah, honestly, guys, this car is honestly, yeah, I've got no words to describe this car. It's kind of like heavy rain and a Group C car with sports hard tires. It kind of feels like that, in my opinion. And one thing I don't like about this car in terms of customization is that you can't change the soft top for hard top. Which is why I painted mine yellow. Kind of looks okay. But let's go ahead and dive straight into the setup. So with this particular card, there's only one setup I have. It's the maxed out setup, and the reason for this, I try to make other PP setups for this car, but the PP system is a little bit glitched on here. If I show you quickly now, if I move this down to 70 and move the power restrictor to 70, so we've got roughly about 240 brake horsepower thereabouts. If I reset that, you can see the PP really hasn't gone down all that much. So unfortunately with this particular car, you can't really do a PP setup, which is a shame. Even if you put weight on, take some parts off, it will reduce it slightly to maybe to like 550, 555, something like that. It's really not going to benefit you at all. But anyways, so this is the setup to try and tame the Mighty Beast. You can see the engine model on the left. There's the K20 Civic engine there. And oh boy, this is absolutely ridiculous. I don't really recommend this on circuit races or anything like that, very technical tracks like Nordschleife or anything like that. Even high speed ring would be quite hard for this particular car because there's so much torque and the chassis just can't handle it. Let's be honest. So for this like car, just enjoy driving it around Tokyo Expressway if you're into like role playing and stuff like that or meets, and yeah, that's the only thing I can recommend using this car for. But let's dive in to the setup now. So for the tires, racing soft tires, suspension is fully customizable with body height adjustment at 100 all around, anti-roll bar is 80 all around, damper ratio compression is 35 all around, damper ratio expansion is 48 all around, natural frequency is 2.25 all uh, at the front and 2.30 at the rear. Negative camber angle 0.8 at the front and 2 at the rear. Toe angle is in 0.10 at the front and in 0.30 at the rear. Differential is fully customizable with initial torque at 10, acceleration at 5 and braking at 55. Then moving on to the downforce section, you want to have the front splitter, the side skirts and a medium spoiler on this particular car. To be honest, you can have any spoiler you want as long as you can reach 150 downforce on it and 60 at the front. ECU is at 100%, power restrictor is at 100%. Your transmission is preset, fully racing custom transmission preset to 400 kilometers an hour. You can probably go to 410 or 420 if you do choose to do that. I think it might actually benefit a little bit from that to try and ease the torque a little bit, but I find for general purpose or the circuit I was tuning this car on, 400 seems to be the better mark. Moving on to your parts, so you want to have the high RPM turbocharger. Now anti-lag is off. If you do run anti-lag on this particular car, honestly, yeah, you might as well just start digging your own grave. The car does not like anti-lag at all, so really turn it off and thank me later. Intercooler is racing, air cleaner is racing, silencer whatever you want. I choose semi-racing just for the sound. Exhaust manifold is racing, clutch and flywheel racing, and your brake system discs and pads racing, and your brake controller, you want to set that to +2 towards the rear. Really helps with the stability when you're braking with this car. And these are all the engine parts or permanent tuning upgrades that you can't undo. So that is it for the setup, guys. Hope you guys you find this video helpful and the setup helpful. If you do, please don't forget to show your support by liking the video, and don't forget to subscribe for more. And I'll leave you guys now with a reference lab around Catalunya. Take care, guys, and enjoy.